Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you'd purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at this Rolex Datejust 31. This one, the reference number 278271. That means that this is Datejust 31 with the steel case, but also the Everose Rolls-Royce look here with the Everose gold fluted bezel, and this one with a white mother of pearl dial with diamonds for the hour marks. Again, the reference number 278271, also with an Oyster bracelet. So I'll be going over all of the aspects of this watch: the case, the bezel, dial, the crown functions, the movement, and the bracelet. And I'll be giving my thoughts on these throughout this video. So starting off with the case between the finger and thumb, 2 to 8 o'clock position, same as the 10 to 4 o'clock position. It's in the name, Datejust 31. It's 31 millimeters from finger to thumb. That's the diagonal measurement. You have the monoblock middle case with the screw down case back and the Rolex winding crown to ensure water resistance down to 100 meters or 330 feet below sea level. Altogether, the casing here is made with oyster steel, meaning that it has the highest grades of steel, also with some minerals to make it Rolex's own proprietary blend of the highest luster material while also maintaining the strongest strength that steel can offer. You get the same sort of sentiment on the bezel here, the Everose gold fluted bezel. It's called Everose because of the fact that it is a rose gold, but it lasts much longer than that of other rose golds on the market, therefore giving it the name Everose. It also has the fluted texture on here, meaning that it was originally made for the intent of screwing onto the front of the case to ensure the water resistance. But you know, modern technology over time has deemed it, well, not all that necessary anymore. So it's just kept as a mark of distinction. In this case, it's always made in some sort of gold, and in this case, red gold or Everose gold. In the case of Rolex, you get the same sort of thing with the placements for the hour marks here on the dial. The diamonds settings are round with sort of like the Everose gold placements for them. It's hard to see on my monitoring here, but I'm pretty sure you can see them on YouTube. They're same composition for the minute and hour hands as well, also Everose gold, and the dial itself a white mother of pearl. There's also a black mother of pearl that Rolex used to use. This one, the white mother of pearl, you can actually see the colors a lot more vividly. It's hard to see. I don't think the monitoring is picking it up, and therefore I don't think you can actually see it on YouTube. But if you look at this with your own eyes, there's like blues, magentas, greens, reds, purples, all sorts of colors emanating from this dial, and the camera sensor just doesn't do that justice. So you need to see this with your own eyes in your own hands, and it's absolutely beautiful. Second to none when it comes to Rolex's dial selection here. And basically the mother of pearl comes from, I believe, the interior of abalones, and basically just brought up from the bottom of the ocean. So no two dials are exactly the same, and they all have their own unique pattern and unique color stylings to them. I haven't seen a single bad one. They're all excellent. So, and this one, obviously no exception. You also have the sapphire crystal with the date aperture, small on the dial, large under the Cyclops lens. It has a little rose gold, Everose gold border to that aperture, so you can see it quite clearly. It gives it that sense of contrast, makes it easier to see. Cyclops lens magnifies that date window. Part of the sapphire crystal, which is also scratch resistant, highly scratch resistant. I haven't been able to scratch one of these ever, by the way. And taking a look here at the crown function, simply unwind the crown at the 3 o'clock position. This allows you to wind the watch. Now you can see that this watch is actually stopped, so I can actually demonstrate it here. Just giving it a few winds gets it started up once more. Just give it 20 to 30 full winds total, and that will get you to the full power reserve. And once you start feeling the damping and the resistance ramping up, that's when you know you've reached the full power reserve, so you can stop there. Pull the crown out to the next position. You can advance the date forward by 1 if you need to quick set it because you've set this watch down for quite a bit. you can do so. It's a less than a quarter turn to advance the date by 1, so if you find yourself a time traveler, you can find that, you know, you can advance the date forward rather easily. Or if you accidentally overshoot the day, you can just correct it very easily thereafter. All right, so pull the crown out to the final position. Note that the seconds hand does stop giving you that hacking function, so you can then adjust the minute hand and by extension the hour hand, and place the hand precisely wherever it needs to go based on the position of that seconds hand. But how do you do so without any markings for the minutes and seconds? You can just use the rehout. The carving or the engraving of the name Rolex repeats every 5 minutes, so you can just set the minute hand precisely wherever it needs to go based on the position of that seconds hand. When the atomic clock rolls around, you've got it nice and synchronized. Simply press the crown back in to get it started up once more, and screw the crown back tightly against the case to ensure the superior water resistance. So what makes all this work on the inside? It's the 2236 caliber made in-house by Rolex. Can't see through the case back, but you do have that added sense of security from the solid case back. Gives the center hour, minute, and seconds hands, also with the instantaneous date with the rapid setting and the stop seconds for precise time setting. All of those features I had just demonstrated using just the winding crown alone. The oscillator on the inside features a Siloxy hairspring in silicon with patented geometry, meaning that basically it's amagnetic. You can throw this into an MRI machine. It won't affect the time keeping abilities of the hairspring, and it'll actually be keeping track of time just fine. You can also take a few bumps here and there thanks to the high performance Paraflex shock absorbers, so basically nothing will affect the timekeeping ability of this watch, save for literally opening up the case, taking the movement out and throwing it against the wall or something. You're good in basically every other respect. The winding takes place automatically through a perpetual rotor, bidirectional self-winding, center mounted onto the movement. If you open it up, it's right there in front of you. Basically, it means that you can just wind the watch physically using the winding crown and put it on your wrist afterwards, and the movements of your wrist allow you to basically turn that perpetual rotor, which winds with the mainspring barrel, which charges the power reserve, which is approximately 55 hours for this watch, basically 2¼ days. So you can basically set it down Friday evening, fully wound after, you know, full day of activity. Pick it back up Sunday evening if you wanted to, just give it a nice little wind, just a few turns of that crown, put it back on Monday morning, and you're good to go. No need to wind the watch thereafter. While I'm zoomed out here, you can also see that this does have the Oyster Bracelet, flat 3-piece links across, with the middle links being the Everose Gold, the Everose Rolazor look here. The Rolazor meaning you have the two-tone, so the second tone being the Oyster Steel on the outside with the satin brush finish on those links, complete with my fingerprints down the center, of course. And you can see that there is the Oyster folding clasp, which is part of the Oyster Bracelet. Simply lift from the top to open it, unhooks it. You can see the Rolex stamped logo on the inside and the full steel construction. Also, underneath the clasp, you have the advantage of, well, if you have your watch sized perfectly to your wrist using the screw system here, and say you walk outside during a very, very hot summer day, you get a little dehydrated, or maybe you pounded 3 liters of water or something, you're supremely hydrated. Either way, your wrist is going to swell. Imperceptible to other people, but you will feel it when this watch sort of becomes a tourniquet. So just reach underneath here, pull it straight out, and there you go. That's another half Oyster link or 5mm of comfort extension. So you can continue to wear your watch. You don't need to take it off and shove it in your pocket. When you no longer need it, your wrist has gone down to its normal size, just simply fold it back in on itself, press it back into the clasp, and you're good to go. While I'm here, I can also try it on, give you my thoughts as to how it wears on my wrist, 7 inches in circumference. All right, and taking a look here, well, if you've already seen my videos on Datejust 31s, you'll know that this is kind of an accessory for me. Not so much a timepiece. Well, it still has that timepiece capability. It's a Rolex after all. And taking a look at it straight on, very colorful indeed. Well, just with my own eyes, looking at my monitoring, I don't see much color. So basically take whatever colors you have, make a circle there, and just amplify it by 10, 20 times. There's so much color coming from this. It's second to none when it comes to the overall presentation of that white mother of pearl dial. The ever rose gold gives it a very nice warm characteristic, makes it also high contrast because of that, the darkness of the ever rose gold contrasting with the very bright nature of that white mother of pearl makes it incredibly beautiful. Now looking at it straight down the wrist, hardly any space under the lugs. Again, if your wrist is smaller than mine, say 5 inches in circumference, you won't have any problems here. It'll actually gain wrist presence in terms of the actual size of the watch. But for me, not an issue. I can still wear this because it does have basically zero tolerance among the links, meaning that you can wear this all day. It won't pinch your skin, it won't pull hairs out. They all keep their spacing among each other, at least the links do, so it gives your wrist a nice good ventilation throughout the day. You can wear it every day, all day if you wanted to. And again, taking a look here at the face of the watch one last time, incredibly beautiful. I just can't say enough about the white mother of pearl dial. You get so many colors out of it. A lot of Datejust, give you only one solid color, maybe with the sunray or sunburst patterning on there to give you, the light tints, the tones, and the dark shades of that color. But this one gives you many more colors in variety and just, the absolute breadth of basically the entire visible spectrum on your wrist right there. Absolutely beautiful. But enough of what I think. What do you think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about this Rolex Datejust 31 with the white mother of pearl dial, diamond hour marks, and oyster bracelet. Fluted bezel, of course, all ever rose, Rolazor. The reference number for this one, 278271. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like on this video. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, visit our store at jazztime.com. Links in the description below, where you can get it for the lowest possible price anywhere online. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you in the next one.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.